Happy Valentine, everybody. Today, I think will be a good day for me to talk about the difference between twin flame and soulmate. A lot of people mistake twin flame as your soulmate because you feel like your twin flame supposed to like the same thing that you like and do all the same thing that you do, but it's actually not. So twin flames supposed to be is like a mirror reflection of you. So a lot of times you guys like to do the same thing, like uh, have the same interests and everything like that. But most of the time, the relationship will end in like doesn't last. The to a certain point, the relationship will end sometime and really like badly. Um, so to me, from what I understand, twin flame is a reflection of you, um, showing you who you are at that moment. And to get to a certain point of the relationship, you either like how things are going, like how you are, your life as of right now. So just give you a reflection to see, do you like to continue going down that way? And so a lot of time you actually outgrow it, and that's when usually the relationship doesn't work well. The relationship doesn't last, and it's the relationship gonna end up falling apart because you outgrow that part of you. So that's what twin flame came into your life to give you, like a mirror to check, this is where you are, and this is where you're gonna go if you continue down the same path. So you either like it and continue going down that path, or you're like, no, this is not the life that I want for the rest of my life, and then you make a decision right there and then to continue on with this relationship, or you separate and go your own way. And and when it comes to soulmate, usually soulmate is very opposite, and like usually not your typical type. Does that They usually do not look like the guy or the girl that you dream girl and dream guy when it comes to the way they look physically. um, but you guys have the same core value, the same belief, but you look at the world really differently. So the whole purpose of a soulmate, it for you guys to help each other to see the world on the opposite end. So with that together, you guys will see the world together as a whole. So that's why it make a soulmate, because you guys supposed to come in into each other's life and complete each other, and help each other grow together, and you just learn together and learn from each other. Um, so to me, that's the difference between soulmate and twin flame. But since we were young, we always think, oh, our soulmate supposed to like the thing that you like and do the same thing that you do. But I recently learned that that's not true. So your soulmate usually have different interests than you do, and they definitely view the world really different. Um, I I can confirm that with based on my past relationship. um, I met my ex-husband when I was 17, 18 years old, and we did everything together. I love riding motorcycle. We learned to ride motorcycle together. I love driving a stick shift car. I love driving fast in the stick shift car. So like we learn all that together. My dad loved fishing, and I used to go fishing with him. So I learned um, about fishing with him and stuff like that. But it gets to a certain point that um, like we outgrow each other. Like he had the same interests, but then I realized that I have to move on, and so needless to say, our marriage did not end in a good, I guess, in good term. Toward the end of the divorce, it got really, really bad. Um, and not soon after, I met my partner now. Um, I met him the last week that I need to move out from our house to where I live now. Um, but at that time, I was so stressed. I didn't care who I met. And at that point, I would just dance with whoever I want to dance. So he saw me at a social. And, but it's funny. Um, I actually sat right next to him and had a conversation with him that night at this particular dance social. Until this day, I don't remember his face at that particular dance event because my mind was so overwhelmed with the stress of closing the house, going through divorce, and my ex-husband at that time made it very difficult toward the end of the marriage. So at that point, I just didn't care. I just want to dance. I just want to de-stress. And so at that moment when he met me, his first impression of me is, this girl is wild. Let me stay away from her. So it's so true when they say that when you are not aligned or when you're not in the higher vibrations, you will miss out on the things that are good for you. So at that moment, my vibration was so low because I was so sad, so angry, so frustrating, so stressed. I did not recognize my soulmate, which sat right next to me, and I had a whole conversation with him. But thank God, after I moved out to my own place, after we sold our house, I went to another dance social closer to where I work, and I met my partner at that social. I actually danced with him again, and he actually saw a different side of me, and he like, you know what, this girl is not as crazy as I thought. So he reach out to me and start talking to me and find me on some kind of social media. So it's very important that we don't get stuck in the negative emotions, because when you get stuck in those kind of negative emotions, you miss out on the good thing that's supposed to be for you. So I'm glad that once I moved out of my old house and into where I live now, I was able to somewhat shift out of my sadness and stress, and able to raise my vibrations, give me a chance to actually meet my soulmate. When I first met him, I have no interest because I have such a difficulty getting out of my divorce and trying to sell the house and stuff like that. I did not want anything to do with another guy whatsoever, other than dancing with them at the social. I say like everything I can say to tell him that I'm not interested and stuff like that. But I think he knew, and I feel like this is true for most guys. They knew from like very early on if you were the one for him, like a true soulmate. And I think as a female, it takes us a little bit longer to like let our guard down, and like I guess they kind of have to prove to us that like this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. But I think after seeing me hanging out with him for like a month or so, he knew that he wanted to spend the rest of his life with me. But at that point, I was like, I don't want to. I just want to go dancing. I don't want to date nobody else. So he took his chance and hang around and just go dancing and have fun. And one thing leads to another. We got together, and now we have a beautiful daughter together. Um, so just beware that a lot of time your true soulmate does not look or act like what you expect your true soulmate to be, but they do complete you. They make your heart feel so full, and he teach me what true love is, and he taught me how I supposed to be treated as a lady, and every problem that I have, he always tried to solve my problem, even though I didn't ask. But that's just in his nature, in a true soulmate nature. They're supposed to protect us and provide for us, and always try to solve our life problem in every way they can, because truly deep down they just want us to be happy, and they just happy to be loved by us. So that's my thought on twin flame and true and soulmate. And one thing I want to add, I remember when I was younger that, when you saw your biggest crush or whatever, and you get that, like, people call it the butterfly feeling on, in your stomach. But actually, that is not a sign of, like, love. Yes, that's actually like your body telling you, like, to run away, like, shouldn't be in that relationship. Because like almost like the same feeling, like if you think back, like if you don't like a certain teacher, right, before you go to their class, you get that feeling in your gut. Or like when you about to do something when you're not supposed to do, so you have that same feeling in your gut. So like that butterfly feeling when you see your biggest crush, and you thinking it's like, oh, that's love, like, but it's not. It's like it's actually your body telling you, like, nope, run away, that's not for you. But a lot of time we mistake it for, um, for love. But I feel like when you meet your true soulmate, your heart just feels so full, like, so it's more of like a heart feeling when somebody is meant for you. So follow your heart, and don't go based on your gut. Well, if your gut make like feel like the butterfly effect, just telling you that that's not the person for you, you should run away. But when your heart feel warm and calm and fulfilled, and it just feel like home, that's his true love, because you can be yourself, all version of yourself, and they still love you just the way you are. I remember when I first got into like energy healing and all this stuff, and also like getting certified being a spiritual life coach. I remember I asked him, like, do you think I'm crazy that I'm doing all this? And he's like, don't get offended. He's like, what made you think? I only think that you're crazy now. So, even with my craziness and all, he loved all part of me. So that's what a true soulmate is. They accept you for who you are, makeup, no makeup, every single version of you, because they love you just the way you are, and you should love yourself just the way you are. And I would like to end this video with a poem from the book Sapiential Discourse. No greater gift we give to thee, no greater gift we give to thee than the ability to see that you need to be loved, for love is who you are. To be sure, by far, love is exactly who we are. Love is where you came from. Love is where you're going. Love is life. Love is life. Love is love. No, love is life and life is love. If you close your eyes to love, you close your eyes to life. Yes, no greater gift we give to thee than the ability to see that you need to be loved. So remember to love yourself and love others. Thank you so much and have a good night.